Just 5 days before Christmas Eve, Mary Donaldson is still in Australia with part of her family, which has caused great controversy in Denmark. Exclusively published by Lecturas, Federico de Denmark's pictures with Genoveva Casanova in Madrid continue to give rise to conversations away from our borders. As soon as she had the opportunity, Mary Donaldson, 51, along with her young children, spread the land in the middle to take refuge in Australia near her family, a refuge that for many was an escape, and Casa Real was responsible for preventing this from happening, claiming it was a trip the princess had been planning for months. On Christmas Eve, what is striking is that Mary has not yet returned to Copenhagen. As the establishment announced, after 4 years, Queen Margaret managed to reunite her children and grandchildren at Marselisborg Palace in a desperate attempt to restore normality and show an image of family unity in the midst of a media storm. But what about Mary? There is some concern in the royal household that Mary Donaldson will decide to stay in Australia longer than she should and, as the Danish press assures us, the future queen cannot disappear. Rumors intensified after it was published that Prince Frederik ran to meet his wife in New Zealand. According to the Daily Mail, the couple traveled to the oceanic country on different planes, and one settled in the town of Queenstown, spent a few days on the beach with family. This situation inevitably reminds us of Charlene of Monaco. The trip to South Africa, by the way, lasted over a year, during which time rumors of a breakup with Prince Albert swirled. It doesn't look like the Australian is going to follow in Charlene's footsteps, but anxiety over what Mary Donaldson might, or might not, do has the most conservative members of the royal household very worried about the stability of the crown. We will have to wait a few more days to see if the couple will come home showing off their alliance, despite everything that has been said about them in recent weeks. Mary Donaldson caught with kids in Sydney, full details of her plan. Just 5 days before Christmas Eve and with Marselisborg Palace all set for the imminent arrival of Queen Margaret and all her guests, Mary Donaldson continues to enjoy her vacation in Australia with her young children. No sign of Prince Frederik. It was December 6 last year when Princess Mary packed her bags and set off for her country of origin. She made this pre-Christmas trip in the exclusive company of her children Vincent and Josephine. Thanks to the local press, we learned that the Crown Princess is making the most of these vacation days, in which her refuge was her family. In addition, mother and children were spotted on the traditional climb of the Sydney Bridge, a popular tourist attraction more than 130 meters high, on which they looked very relaxed and cheerful.